welcome back to Breath of Fire. Yesterday, we did some things, lost all of our friends. They were chased away by Balio and Sunder. And so now we've decided that we need to go and try and find them. Which means we have Ryu all by his little lonesome. I still don't have the master I've been trying to get this whole time, which is why I've been trying to be really low level. But I think we should be able to do that here pretty quickly. Now, if things sound a little bit different, that's because I'm recording in a slightly different space than I was yesterday. Hopefully this will make things just work a little bit better, but you might hear some cars going by the highway in the distance, because we live next to the highway. Are you ready to try working for a living? I've learned that young folks like you need the advice of their elders. You can use our experience to help you keep on the straight and narrow, see? So you want to hear my advice? Yes. Guess you're sincere enough. Listen up, you need to be strong and tough. Can't get through life otherwise, got it? So now we have Bunyan, who can become our master. This is what I've been waiting for. I'm making my pupil. Your power, defense, and strength will all go up faster, but I won't gain as much AP and as intelligence. But honestly, that's fine. Ryu doesn't need a lot of AP or intelligence, so he's not a mage, he's a warrior. Now, bad part of this is to get all of Bunyan's moves, I need to go up 10 levels. So I need to be level 16 when I talk to him next, in order to get all of his moves. Now, luckily, since I am a low level, I will get the most out of these stat gains. And now that I have Bunyan as my master, there is no reason for me to be running battles anymore. So before I go and progress to the next area, since I am extremely underleveled right now, I am going to head out to some of the areas that we kind of skipped over before to go and get some treasures there, and probably go up a couple levels in the meantime. Well, we have gone walking around, collecting what treasures we can get. Looks like we did miss out on a couple of things because we needed T-Po's kick ability, but it's not that big of a deal. There's not a whole lot that you're gonna get at this early game that's really particularly useful. The only thing I've gotten so far that was actually a really good one to get was this talisman. Everything else I can either buy at a store now, or I'll be able to buy at a store in the next place I go to. So, you're not really missing out on a whole lot, so don't worry about it too much. I have gone up 4 levels. I do need to reach level 16 to get all of Bunyan's moves. But let's go ahead and continue on to Mount Myrnig, our next location. See if we're a little bit strong and see if we're strong enough to deal with these guys now. We've got Nut Troop. Now, I believe these guys have high defense, but I'm pretty sure they're weak to okay, never mind. Alright. Never mind. I do think they have an ability I could steal from them, but I'm not super concerned about getting all the abilities. Okay, I can jump down from there, and then this is a return path. Yeah, unfortunately, Ryu... I keep wanting that to be the attack button. Unfortunately, Ryu's little slash doesn't hit trees. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure we would be able to get apples from those trees. But whatever. I really do miss having a kick function, but I'll be able to get one later. Hi. Hi, friend. A nut mage. I'm pretty sure this guy can teach us burn, but I don't want to get hit, so... Oh, okay. Oh no, he just has straight up flare. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's actual magic, so we can't steal that. But if I can frickin' hit him, then he should go down pretty quick. Why can't I hit him? What's going on? Is he like... What? Is he immune to magic? Immune to fucking physical or something? Okay. Apparently I have to use Flare on him. Sure. What do you have to say, friend? I'm not gonna hurt you. My name's Tallman. If you're interested, I can tell you about different creatures' weak points. Sure. Well, for example, take the eye goo. Their weak spot are their eyes, so if you hit them with blind, maybe something will happen. Think about it. What would happen to the nut people if you hit them with fire? I did you a favor for telling you that, so do me a favor, okay? Don't use frost magic on our people. Yeah. So, and they give you an icicle there in case you don't have frost. So we do have the ability Frost from Magus. However, I need Skill Ink in order to teach that to Ryu, which probably isn't a bad idea. All it requires is doing some fishing. I should probably just go and do that. There we go. So yeah, using the coin in fishing, we can catch the Manilo, which opens up the trading shop. Now, they can give you some really good stuff, but you have to trade fish for them. Including waste cloth, which we stole before, spirit used in fishing. Let's see. A lot of stuff when used with fishing. So for skill ink, they want rainbow trout and trout. I don't have either of those. A bell collar increases your chance of meeting enemies. Cool. And holy mantle decreases your chance of meeting enemies. Alright, cool. I can also get the silver knife with a rainbow trout and trout. So I would probably want to get that. And with trout and piranha, I can also get the iron helm, which would probably also be pretty good to get. So if I can find a place that has trout and rainbow trout, I should probably try and get those. Now the real question is, okay, I did not use up my coin. So that's a nice thing about this one, as opposed to like Breath of Fire 2, where in this game, as long as your prey, as long as the fish doesn't get away, or you don't lose the lure by hitting the bottom of the water, bottom of the river, you keep your bait. So that's pretty cool. You can also use the triangle button here to see a little guide that will tell you about the target fish that are available in this area. So there are 3 kinds of fish here. There are 4 kinds of fish, but one of those I'm pretty sure was the minnow over here. Yeah, that is your indication that these guys are here. Yeah, so I don't actually know if trout and rainbow trout are actually available yet. But I will find out. Okay, so we caught rainbow trout. Cool. So that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. These guys are available in the area that only has 3 fish. This is the 3rd fish. They react very well to sinker, which it looks like the piranha and the jellyfish don't go after as much. You'll be able to see the rainbow trout because their shadows are a little bit less visible. They hang out a little bit more under the water than the other fish do. I thought I saw one hanging out over here. I think that's one. Or maybe not. Okay. And if you do need to reset your... your cast, you can always just press the triangle button and it'll automatically reel everything in. So, unfortunately the jellyfish also like the sinker, and I'm pretty sure piranha like literally everything. So, so you're gonna be catching everything here with a sinker, which isn't the worst thing. Jellyfish heal for 5. I think they also sell for 5. And piranha heal for, I think, 25, or 20 or 25, and sell for $25. So, if nothing else, you can sell them. And then the rainbow trout also have larger shadows. they are definitely the rare spawn here, so you have to... it's definitely going to take a while to get them all, but I'm going to do what I can. Alright, and we have caught ourselves a trout. Now, these guys also like the sinker, just like the rainbow trout do. Also, piranha do as well, so you have to be a little bit careful there. But just like with the rainbow trout, their shadow is going to be the same sort of shape as the piranha. The pufferfish also have that same sort of shape. The trout just have a slightly bigger shadow, and they like to be a little bit deeper under the water a lot of times. But now I just need to catch 5 more of these guys, and then I can finally do some trading! Alright, so it turns out all of the fish that you have access to in this part of the game like the sinker. So if you're playing along at home and fishing, just get the sinker. It's the only one you need. Alright, I finally have the last trout I need hooked. These guys are definitely a pain. They will not even go after your lure unless you have a technique score of at least 2 going. Sometimes they'll go after it for 1, but usually they won't go after it unless you have 2. So you definitely have to make sure you are getting good at your rhythm and your technique. I find that the XX direction and just kind of doing that over and over works pretty well, most of the time anyway. Fishing is a little janky in this game, but it works. But now that I've caught all those guys, I just need to catch the Manilo. You shouldn't have to really do a whole lot to catch these guys. They kind of just come for your gold. So you just kind of trawl through here. They should come to you. Maybe he's actually not out here. I didn't see him in the water. Now, one other thing I've been noticing with the trout and rainbow trout is I'm usually only finding 2 of them every time. So then you just have to exit and go back in, which isn't too bad. It resets all of the fish in the area. That does, of course, mean that you then also have to worry about all of the fish you don't want to be catching are also back, but, you know, whatever. Oh, where is he? I know he shows up here. I'm just not seeing him. Let's exit and come back in again. He may have not spawned in. Let's see. See a familiar shape amongst the fish? Yep, okay. And I've caught the 4 kinds of things that can be here. I just need to actually haul this guy out.
Get ready?
He's gonna be around here somewhere. There he is. I see him this time. So let's see if we can just get our coin a little bit closer to us, make catching him a little bit easier. Don't want to hit the ground either, because that makes us lose our bait, and we don't want to lose our bait, because this is the only coin we've got. We kind of need them, because it's the only thing that these guys will actually go for. But they're also extremely easy to catch, as they, you know, should be, because coins are a rare commodity. So let's do our trading. Yeah, this is why I have not been worrying about getting masters and all the skills and everything, because every time you want to move one of your skills from a skill note to another person, you have to use a skill ink. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. Some skill inks are easier to get than others. This one is particularly nasty to try and get, but they are all not fun. None of them are fun. I am gonna get the silver knife because that sounds really good, and I'll go ahead and grab an iron helm as well. I'm tempted to just go ahead and grab a second silver knife, although what I should probably do is just grab some more skill inks. So I think I'll go ahead and just grab some more skill ink. Alright, cool. That will be all, and now we are done with fishing. So I can now show you guys how you get your ability. So to do that, you just have to go to camp. It's the only place I've found that lets you do this. I can also go ahead and equip that new equipment that I just got. So the silver knife is going to be significantly lighter Well, by significantly, I mean 1 point lighter, but it's also quite a bit stronger, and it has holy property, so it's going to do extra damage to undead. And then I can also equip the Iron Helm, which is going to drop my agility back down to 8, but it's going to give me 3 more defense, which is going to be pretty nice. So then, let's learn ourselves a new ability. Let's look at our skill notes. So we have Frost and Meditation. I'm not going to worry about Meditation on Ryu. I do want to get Frost. Change skill. Use skill ink. Yes, there we go. So let's go ahead and give you that. I've not found charge to be particularly useful so far. So when it comes down to it, I'll probably move that off of Ryu. But for now, we can go ahead and use that. I probably should save now that I've been doing all of this. And then we can finally, continue back to where we've been going. Okay, so we are finally back here in Mount Mirnig. Now, we have an encounter with Tarman. Now, the guy we talked to called himself Tall Man, but these guys are Tarman. So, I'm going to assume that he's Tallman the Tarman. Anyway. So, these guys have really high defense, but if we use Frost on them, then they solidify. Which means that we can then hit them harder. And it also makes them unable to move. So, using Frost... So, some enemies do have weaknesses that make them incredibly easier to fight. The Tarmen, without using Frost, are pretty nasty, actually. So, I highly suggest getting Frost, whether it be putting Ryu with Magus for 2 levels as you go through the mansion, or grinding up some skill ink via fishing. Whatever you have to do, I highly suggest having Frost here, because these guys are significantly easier to fight with it. So we can just freeze them, and then you're set. You have now officially won the battle. Until they unthaw, but as long as they're by themselves, that doesn't really matter. Now, I do need to get to level 16 in order to learn all the things that Bunyan will teach me. But I'm not going to worry about that just yet. Right now, I'm mostly just going to explore this area a bit and see where we can go from here. Now, Ryu's magic is not particularly strong. There is an argument that can be made for having him train under Magus for those levels until you can get Bunyan, in that will increase his intelligence and his AP gain. While magic is not particularly Ryu's strong suit anyway, having more AP is never a bad idea, and having more intelligence does mean that his healing magic would also be more effective. And considering that is his main form of magic, it's probably not a terrible idea. It's usually advisable to have some form of master over no masters, because the overall stat gain is going to be better. You know what? Let's show off what fighting these Tarmen is like without freezing them. Yeah, we did 1 point of damage. We're still super fast, or I should say these guys are super slow. But we did 1 point of damage to these guys without using Frost. So it is borderline necessary to do so. I don't think we can learn Tar Baby, by the way, which is a terrible name. Cool, got a protein that will increase offense. I'm gonna hold off on using all of those items until I've actually gotten my full party. Why do I feel like this is leading me to the actual end of this place? I do want to explore the mountain. Now that I have my master with me, there's no real reason not to explore anymore, because Ryu will just go up levels, which I need him to do anyway, so whatever. Oh yeah, and I do so much more damage now that I have that knife. And now that I've been going up a few levels with Bunyan. Going up levels with Bunyan also definitely helps with doing the damage. Okay, doesn't look like we have any items. Hiding out. This place looks kind of complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward. Most things just kind of lead you to the correct direction. Oh, double blow. That is something that we can learn. But I killed him, so we're not going to be learning it. The next time I encounter one of those guys by themselves, I'll have to make sure I learn that. And I was having a lot of trouble hitting these guys with anything except for fire, so let's just bypass that and go ahead and burn them. There we go. Yeah, I think the reason it's not really showing off what happens when you hit those guys with magic is because I'm just killing them too quickly. It only shows off the weaknesses of things if you don't just straight up KO them. But I am perfectly fine with just KOing these guys. That's not a problem for me. I'm trying to remember, because I'm pretty sure I've seen what happens in a when I played this game before. I'm trying to remember exactly what happens. I think what happens with it is I think it might burn away their item and make them into just like a person rather than a nut troop or a nut mage or whatever. I didn't learn it that time. I want to see if I can learn double blow because it is a very good move. Although I'm very liable to just get a reprisal and kill this guy. Still didn't learn it, okay. There we go. Ryu learned double blow. So let's check that out. It uses 2 AP, but you attack twice. For the cost of 2 AP, you just hit someone twice. So that's pretty neat, honestly. I'm perfectly good with that. Oh, and we're back to not being able to hit people. Don't appreciate that. Especially considering they do some pretty good damage to me. I think it might just be that the nut people have really high evasion, but fire hits them. I'm not really sure. At this point, I actually want to go ahead and just use a healing herb. I have a lot of them, and I actually need my magic to deal with the tar men. So let's just go with that. Okay, that will lead me back down, which I don't think is something I want to do. No, there doesn't seem to be any reason to do so. So at this point, I think I just want to head up. Let's go ahead and burn you. Okay, good. I did not get blinded. Don't particularly want to be blinded, thanks. There we go. And we'll just attack. Ow. I already have that move. You don't need to keep using it. Thank you. There we go. And a Molotov. More fire items. Always good for getting more items to do damage. And I can buy Molotovs at the store as well. They just do fire damage against one opponent. They're actually pretty freaking cheap, all things considered. I think they're only like 10 bucks. So they're probably not great damage, but you can buy them and you can just throw them at these guys if you want to use your money to solve your problems instead of using your sword. It is a liable strategy. Or a viable strategy, I should say. Liable strategy would be completely different. Anyway, let's continue on here. Just checking around corners, making sure I don't hi. I don't think I want to deal with you. Wait, I said. Phew. Okay, bro, let's go. Huh? You're not my brother. Who are you? Wait, you're supposed to be dead. It's a ghost, help me. What are you talking about? Help me, bro. Come quick. Look, he's dead. I mean, he's alive. It's a zombie. He's not the brightest one. Whoa, this is a surprise. Is he really alive? I'm scared. He's a vampire. He's got his sword out. I don't like that. Maybe we didn't finish him off. No, he's dead, you dummy. Is he dead? Oh, I'm not afraid of a dead zombie. Did we get him this time? We killed him! We're the strongest! Huh? What? Oh boy. Inconceivable! And I absorbed your sword. So suck it. Bro, what's happening? He's not human. Is he invulnerable? Come on, bro. Let's get out of here. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. We may have just found our golden egg. So, here's a bit of tricky business. I am 99% sure that I can't go back from this point. After talking to those two, I'm 99% sure that you are not actually able to go back to your starting village again for like a good portion of the game. Now, maybe I'm wrong on that, and I'm gonna bank on that I'm wrong on that, and try getting through this stuff and then coming back. So that I can, learn moves from Bunyan. So I'm just gonna proceed like hopefully I can. What you say is true. It is a most serious matter, no? Oh yeah, we caught a dragon. Dragons try to destroy the world, man. This is incredibly serious. Hey bro, I think it's gonna work. Your Highness, I give you the dragon. Bro. What is this? Oh no, he's gone back to being a kid. Let's try hitting him again. As Ryo just cries in a cage. Come on, why don't you change, huh? Yeah, I don't think the king is super happy about this. Explain yourselves, charlatans! Arrest these con men and their dragon. Why did you arrest me? I'm in a cage, crying, because I'm being hit. King, why? Heh! Hey, look, it's Jean. I mean, not really, but... And now I'm in a different kind of cage, crying. Stop your crying, you brat. It's all your fault. If only you'd turn into a dragon, we wouldn't be down here. I mean, I still would be. We're gonna miss the contest, man. I forgot that the Creep Clan was even in this game. That's what Jean's race is known as. The frog people. Sup? Hi, Nina. Felt sorry for you. Being treated like that. Yeah, especially once it wasn't my fault. So I thought I'd let you go. Oh, thank you! Hear that, bro? She says she'll let us go. Well, not you. If I let you go, you'll just pick on him again, won't you? Well, we wouldn't do that, Princess Nina. I swear we won't pick on him again. So, if you could please open the door. Really? Nina, stop being... I actually don't know how old Nina's supposed to be here. I'm gonna say 10. Stop being 10. Oh, alright then. Oh, thank you, Princess. And you won't pick on him again, right? Oh, no. We won't do anything to that kid again. Way to go, bro! Besides, who needs that freak? When we have a princess, she's worth more money anyway. Oh boy. Time to hit the road. Yep, you carry her. Imagine that fat ransom she'll fetch. And they're gone. Alright, well, I'm in jail, the princess has been kidnapped, and I may or may not be able to go back to see my master. So I'm gonna see you guys in our next episode of Breath of Fire as we resolve some of these issues.